Great Sanitation Film fans, Team Movies here. Since VH1 is premiering its Scream reboot, Scream Resurrection, tonight. Since the show is produced by Queen Latifah, which I mean, it's a little odd to see her producing a slasher horror film, but hey, I mean Jordan Peele did pretty decent with Get Out, so I guess that's cool. But anyway, now I've always been a Queen Latifah fan. For one, I had my Facebook question answered by her on TV one time. True story. Sorry for that. Just make sure it's not raining. But anyway, and Queen Latifah, she's a really great singer, but I gotta say I kind of like her acting slightly more than her music. To be honest with you, I don't know how unpopular that is or anything like that, but anyway, so since Queen Latifah is producing Scream, I decided to do my top 10 favorite Queen Latifah movies. So that being said, here's my top 10 list. All right, coming in at number 10 is going to be this 2012 comedy called Joy for Noise, which starred Queen Latifah and Dolly Parton. You also had Kiki Palmer in this. The dude from Supergirl, Jeremy Jordan, he was in this. You also had Jesse L. Martin, from Flash fame. So, I mean, in it, it's pretty much about like these towns, people who ends up having faith that the Divinity Church choir will like lift their spirits by winning a national competition. So Queen Latifah's character, Vi Rose, ends up believing that like a traditional style is the key to victory. Then you got a character named Gigi, played by Dolly Parton, who thinks who pretty much thinks tried and true mates tired and Owen and what. So they pretty much had to like the two singers must have to find a way to a must pretty much find like a bonus chord or like a risk losing everything and so you got like Kiki Palmer who's also trying to audition for this and she ends up falling for Jeremy Jordan's character. Joy for Noise is kind of underrated. Like, it did not really get a great response when it got released, but I thought it was pretty decent. I really like the dynamic chemistry between Queen Latifah and Dolly Parton. Their chemistry worked together really well. You also like Jesse L. Martin was great. It's a really good movie. I mean, great music, great performances by the cast. Like this movie literally just went and gone, and shame too because it was also cool seeing Dolly Parton back on the big screen because of course before this Dolly Parton didn't really do a whole any films before then, so it was pretty cool seeing her back on the big screen. But if you guys never really checked out Joy for Noise yet, give it a go. And all right. Now coming in at number 3 is I wasn't really sure if I was going to put this on the list because she didn't have that much of a big part, but she probably had one of my favorite scenes in this franchise. My number 9 favorite is going to go to Scary Movie 3. Now, of course, Scary Movie 3 is the dirt installment of the Scary Movie franchise. And, this is like a spoof of The Ring. It's a spoof of Signs. And it even has a spoof of 8 Mile, by the way. And the scene with Queen Latifah, who plays like a aunt, who's actually the aunt of Kevin Hart's character, by the way. So there's that. The scene between Queen Latifah's aunt character and the ring girl, who is of course Samara. That scene is probably one of my favorite single moments in the Scary Movie franchise. It's really funny. It's clever. I mean, Queen Latifah versus fighting with Samara. What more could you ask for? And of course, you got Eddie Griffin as her husband. Of course, you got Anna Faris in this. And this movie is actually the film that kind of introduced me to Kevin Hart, by the way. I mean, this movie, of course, got released in 2003, and got released where like Kevin Hart wasn't as big as he was today, you know. And Kevin Hart, like the dynamic chemistry between Kevin Hart and Anthony Anderson is hysterical, and I really love Scary Movie 3 as well. So if you guys never seen Scary Movie 3 yet, check it out, or just watch the YouTube clip of the Queen Latifah and finding the ring girl. It's hysterical. All right, coming in at number 8 is going to go to Stranger Than Fiction. Now here, of course, it's a movie about like a sorry, about a like mentally unstable IRS auditor played by Will Ferrell, who has like who pretty much like hears and like it's pretty much Emma Thompson, who's the author's voice that narrates the whole thing, and Will Ferrell's character trying to get rid of the voice. And you also got Queen Latifah as a book company employee who tries to like cure the author's case of writer's block. You know, you got Dustin Hoffman in this as the professor. It is great. It's funny. It has lots of heart to it, and I really like the dynamic chemistry between Queen Latifah and Will Ferrell. It was pretty cool seeing those two together, and it's a really great one. If you guys never seen Stranger Than Fiction, check it out. It's really good. All right, coming in at number 7 is going to be Taxi. Now we got a new comedy out this week called Stuber, which is about like this tough cop who teams up with an Uber driver to take down like a killer. Now before that we had Taxi, which is about this cop played by Jimmy Fallon, who's pretty much got fired and all. So he ends up like pretty much getting a taxi driver played by Queen Latifah to track down like this group of models who's like who are like thieves and whatnot. By the way, the lead model is played by Giselle Bundchen, who's of course the wife of Tom Brady. And there is one scene where pretty much Giselle Bundchen's character is pretty much frisking Jennifer Esposito's character. Oh my god, that scene was really hot to watch. But anyway, back to the movie now. I love this movie. It's really funny. It's entertaining. You know, I like the dynamic chemistry between Jimmy Fallon and Queen Latifah. You know, you also had the dude from Agents of Shield was in this. I think his name is Russell Simmons. I think it's Russell Simmons who was also in this. You also had Aunt Margaret in this. Such a funny, entertaining thrill ride, and it's funny. It has cool action in it. You know, a great chemistry between Queen Latifah and Jimmy Fallon. Such a really great one. If you guys never seen Taxi, give it a go. All right. They are going to get wasted. Anyway, um, coming in at number 6 is going to be Ice Age 2: The Meltdown. Now, Ice Age 2 is, of course, the sequel to 2001's Ice Age. And, this time around, you got, pretty much got the woolly mammoth Manny, who ends up falling for another mammoth voiced by Queen Latifah. Then, of course, a couple of films, they end up getting married and end up having a kid and whatnot. Anyway, Ice Age 2, I mean, it wasn't, the Ice Age sequels are pretty decent. I mean, they don't beat out the original Ice Age, but I still really like the sequels. And sorry for noise, by the way. Sorry about that, guys. Anyway, yeah, Ice Age 2, I really like. Like I said, not as good as the original Ice Age, but I still quite enjoy it. It's still cute. You know, I really like the voice dynamic chemistry between Ray Romano and Queen Latifah. You also had Dennis Leary, John Leguizamo, really great one. And of course, Queen Latifah ended up reprising her roles in the other Ice Age movies, so that was pretty cool to hear. And yeah, if you haven't seen Ice Age 2 yet, give it a go. All right. My number fifth favorite Queen Latifah movie is. Sorry about that, guys. Anyway, my number five favorite Queen Latifah movie is going to Chicago. Of course, Chicago is based on the hit Broadway musical. You've got Richard Gere, Captain Jones. In this, Queen Latifah plays a character of Matron Mama Morin, who's like the corrupt but nurturing matron of the Cook County Jail in this. Like Queen Latifah actually scored like an Oscar nomination for her here. She of course did lots of singing. Such a great movie. Directed by Rob Marshall, who, by the way, the director of this is giving us The Little Mermaid. So if you guys are like very cautious of The Little Mermaid, to let you know, the director of that did this. So yeah, but Chicago has some really great music, and Queen Latifah sang really great. I mean, that woman's a great singer, and of course she's no stranger to musical, and of course Chicago's one of them. It's great. If you guys never seen Chicago, which I believe won the Oscar for Best Picture, if I'm not mistaken, or you can just got nominated. I gotta double check that, but Chicago is just magnificent. All right, coming in at number four is a very recent one, and that's probably one of my favorite comedies of this decade. That is going to Girls Trip. Girls Trip is awesome. Just love this movie. It's really funny. Of course, Queen Latifah stars alongside. Of course, in this, Queen Latifah pairs up with Regina Hall, um, Jada Pinkett Smith, as well as. Of course, she also pairs up with Tiffany Haddish, which this was kind of the movie that really, made Tiffany Haddish a star. And in it, pretty much like Queen Latifah ends up like pretty much plays like a internet gossip reporter who's on the mix of losing her job, and so she wants to like get a good story so she can keep her job and all. And her chemistry between the Flossie, what's it called? Flossie Poss gang is hysterical. Like her scenes in this are really funny to watch. Girl Trip is just hands down awesome. It was one of my favorite comedies of that year. Had great chemistry by the cast. Such a great movie, and I'm still holding out hope we'll see a sequel. Like I know Tiffany Haddish and Regina Hall has said that they want to do a sequel, but of course we're probably I don't know if we're not going to get one or not. But yeah, Girls Trip is just downright funny. All right, coming in at number three is. Sorry about that, guys. Anyway, coming in at number three is going to be Hairspray, which is another musical movie that featured Queen Latifah in it. Of course, she pretty much plays Mortimer Maybell here, and Queen Latifah is great in this film. She did lots of great like Chicago. She did lots of great singing. Of course, she sang the song "Big Blonde and Beautiful." That I know where I've been song. Queen Latifah is just she was a dynamite in this. She had great chemistry. She had great on-screen chemistry with John Travolta. their chemistry worked out really well. Of course, you had Nikki Blonsky in this, Amanda Bynes, Christopher Walken, Zac Efron. This is one of my favorite musicals of all time. It's a music I could watch like over and over again. It's amazing. If you guys never seen Hairspray, check it out. And of course, Jennifer Hudson played the role as well in the live televised event. But the movie version is like out of all the Hairspray renditions between the '80s version, between this one and the NBC version, the 2007 one's the best. I mean, such a really great movie. All right, coming in at number two is going to be Set It Off, one of my favorite heist movies of all time. You know, Set It Off features Vivica Fox, Kimberly Elise, the aforementioned Jada Pinkett Smith, who of course back then went by Jada Pinkett because she wasn't married to Will Smith by then. Of course, you got Queen Latifah, who's of course who plays like a single mother named Cleo, who's pretty badass in this. I mean, I love Queen Latifah in this. And it's pretty much where like these group of women who pretty much want to like rob a bank to make to pretty much get money and all. And so you got like a detective played by John C. McKinney who's like on their case. The film is directed by F. Gary Gray, who last just did Men in Black International, but we're not going to talk about that. But of course, he also did Shattered Compton and Friday. I mean, come on. But anyway, Set It Off is awesome, and like I said, it's probably one of my favorite heist movies, and it's really fun. And if you guys never see Set It Off, check it out. I mean, they need to do a sequel to this. I mean, how cool would it be to see Vivica Fox, Queen Latifah, and the gang back together for like another heist? It would be cool seeing another one, but it's a little too late. So, I mean, they could do a sequel with the daughters of these characters. That would actually be cool to watch it, but I don't think that will ever happen. All right, my number one favorite Queen Latifah movie of all time, believe it or not, is going to be Bringing Down the House. I love this movie. It's Bring Down the House. I mean, you got Steve Martin, Eugene Levy, Betty White was in this. The kid from Two and a Half Men was in this film. I mean, in it, you got a lawyer played by Steve Martin, who pretty much like wants to dive back into day life after his divorce, and he pretty much has a hard time meeting the right woman. So he ends up being like a fellow lawyer, and the two like agree to meet in the flesh. But like the woman he meets ends up being she ends up pretty much being a escape convict named Charlene, played by Queen Latifah, and he wants to and of course she wants to like convince him to take on her case to like prove her innocence and whatnot. Yeah, Bring Down the House is just awesome. It's directed by Adam Shankman, who also directed Hairspray, by the way. So that this movie is really funny. I probably watched this movie tons of times. It's probably one of my favorite comedies of the early 2000s. I like the dynamic chemistry between Steve Martin and Queen Latifah. There are also times where Steve Martin tries to act gangsta. I mean, whoever wants to see Steve Martin try to be gangster? I mean, come on, that's pretty cool to watch. Of course, Eugene Levy is great in this. Such a funny film. And and I and I still want them to do a sequel to Bring Down the House. I know Queen Latifah once teased a sequel, but it didn't really happen and all. I know Queen Latifah probably wants to do it, but I'd love to see a sequel to this. I mean, Bring Down the House is just it's the best. I mean, if you guys never seen it, go check out Bring Down the House. You'll enjoy it. But anyway, that's pretty much it. Let me do the quick rundown. Number 10, Joy for Noise. 9, Scary Movie 3. 8, Stranger Than Fiction. 7, Taxi. 6, Ice Age 2. 5, Chicago. 4, Girls Trip. 3, Hairspray. 2, Set It Off. one, Bringing Down the House. Now, there's loads of other Queen Latifah movies that she's been in. Let me pull up her credit. She was also in Last Holiday, which I never really cared for. She was also in Just Right, which was cute and charming, but wasn't all that great. Beauty Shop was horrible. Barbershop 2 was not what I like Barbershop 2, but it was a step down from Barbershop 1. Actually, out of all of them, I kind of prefer Barbershop 3 more, but anyway. Secret Life of Bees, definitely not Mad Money. Bessie, Bone Collector, Miracles from Heaven, Valentine's Day. She was in that remake of Steel Magnolias, which was not all that great. The Perfect Holiday, The Dilemma she was in. I always keep forgetting she was in Juice. You know, the Tupac movie. And maybe not a movie, but I should talk about this. Probably my favorite recent Queen Latifah performance, like most recent, is not even a movie. Her best recent performance is on that short-lived series Star. How the heck did Fox ended up canceling that after a freaking cliffhanger? Still pisses me off, but what it is, I guess. But yeah, Queen Latifah, I loved her on that show, and it's such a shame they ended it, especially after a freaking cliffhanger. But whatever. Anyway, let me leave it to you guys. What are some of your favorite Queen Latifah movies? Drop a comment below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for more notifications. This here is T Movies, signing off.